SVG-TV News headlines sponsored in part by Flo.
In the headlines, CEO of SVG Tourism Authority welcomes Marriott Hotel brand to SVG. An uncertain future for thousands in the Bahamas left homeless by Hurricane Dorian. UK Prime Minister vows to press the EU for a deal after suffering his 6th consecutive House of Commons defeat. And in sports, SVG senior male cricket team to host Tobago for Ian Allen Lincoln Roberts Trophy. These and other stories coming up in SVG TV's Evening News and Sports.
That was the news headline sponsored in part by Flo.
Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. I am Rochelle Baptiste with the details. SVG has a unique tourism product, and the introduction of the Marriott International Hotel will be of mutual benefit to the country and the luxury hotel brand. That's according to Chief Executive Officer of the SVG Tourism Authority, Glenn Beach, as he addressed today's signing ceremony of the agreement for the hotel construction between Marriott International and SVG National Properties Limited. The Marriott Hotel project is one of several hotel developments taking place on mainland St. Vincent, and upon completion, they are expected to significantly increase the hotel room stock. Beach said the Argyle International Airport has opened up a number of opportunities for investment in the country's hotel and tourism sector. He said the Marriott is a recognized international hotel brand, and he is elated that its investors have shown their confidence in SVG to set up business, and in doing so, they have given the commitment to maintain the country's natural environment, including the Black Sand Beach at the resort.
Especially on the leeward coast, most properties want some sort of beachfront property. So whoever gets in here first, they're the ones that will benefit. The Grenadines are small, so whoever gets in there first, they're the ones that will benefit. I could not think of a better international brand to come to St. Vincent, to be the first in St. Vincent than Marriott. They are internationally recognized. And one of the things that was so great about this is that in the discussions with Marriott, and this is something we're all looking at, they made it clear. They said, listen, we have hotels all around the world, and we've managed properties that have black sand beaches, because there was that worry that the black sand beach would be removed and that we'd be placing white sand over it. And they assured us they would keep the black sand beach because they know how to manage it. They have that experience. And that was one of the great things I appreciated about it. And
the Tourism Authority CEO said Destination SVG continues to make strides despite the gloom and doom narrative by some.
It's a unique destination, and a lot of times, unfortunately, I think our own people take it for granted. A lot of times we hear that there's nothing to do in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I want to say here now it's time for us as Vincentians to stop saying that. Something being done or something to do in St. Vincent and the Grenadines does not mean a nightclub. People visit destinations for different reasons. Whether it's the yachting sector, which is our largest niche market, whether it's the diving, which we are the only country within the Caribbean that offers both types of diving, whether it's romance, which includes weddings and honeymoons, and if you do want to get divorced here, we will provide that for you, or whether it's adventure tourism, which includes ecotourism. We are a unique destination, as much as we have lovely people, which has become part of our product, which is part of our product. Stop saying there is nothing to do in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Other speakers who addressed today's ceremony were Marriott's Vice President for International Hotel Development for the Caribbean and Latin America, Bujan Kumar, Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Camelo Gonzalez, and Minister of Tourism, Sports and Culture, Cecil Sesmaki. We will hear from them and more on the ceremonial signing in tomorrow's newscast. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves met today with India Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. PM Gonzalez, who is on a 5-day visit to India yesterday, participated in a high-level United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification Symposium in New Delhi. According to the United News of India, PM Gonzalez expressed appreciation for India's developmental cooperation with the region and for its prompt assistance to countries in the region affected by natural disasters. The Indian news agency said Prime Minister Modi noted the close cooperation between India and SVG, including in the international for and congratulated SVG for the historical achievement of becoming the smallest country ever to be elected as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. The leaders agreed to enhance cooperation between the two countries, including in the areas of skill development, training, education, finance, culture, and disaster management. The staff of the Labor Department is said to be working hard to collect the necessary information from persons here who are desirous of volunteering their service to assist with the Bahamas reconstruction effort. The registration commenced on Monday, where persons of various skill sets have been going to the Labor Department to have their application processed. The application process is from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. daily, with applicants requiring 2 passport-size photos, an ID card or valid passport, NIS card, and 2 references. In an interview yesterday with SVG-TV News, Minister responsible for Labor, Subota Caesar, said it is crucial for St. Vincent and the Grenadines to come to the aid of a fellow Caribbean country in need of assistance. Minister Caesar noted that in October 2010, SVG was significantly impacted by Hurricane Thomas, and a number of countries in the region provided necessary assistance, including disaster recovery and reconstruction training. He said this training has come in handy to assist neighboring islands which were recently affected by similar occurrences. He also noted that given the effects of climate change, it is important for CARICOM countries to unite more than ever in tackling such issues.
We obtained as a people a lot of training in disaster recovery and reconstruction. Since then, we worked with Dominica, the people of the British Virgin Islands. I can recall also we went up to Anguilla and we provided significant support. It is really a good feeling to be able to be in a position to work with another sister island. And, you know, in this whole atmosphere of climate change, you don't know when you will have to depend on someone. I also remember vividly, I was a student in Trinidad and Tobago in law school when Hurricane Ivan struck Grenada and my classmates were affected. So it's one region, it's one team, and we're going to work together. We don't see individual countries. We're working together with other member states of CARICOM to lend our support. And I really want the people of the Bahamas to know that we love you and we are going to stand with you.
The United States and SVG has a long history of cooperation in a number of areas, including security and climate mitigation. With this in mind, the U.S. Embassy is engaged in a public education exercise to sensitize the Vincentian public on work being done between both countries and to further strengthen the relationship. The effects of climate change continues to be a threat to life and livelihood in the region, and Deputy Chief of Mission of the U.S. Embassy in Barbados, Joaquin Montserrat, said the embassy has been collaborating with local and regional stakeholders on the issue of climate change insurance.
The key areas, for instance, in the follow-up to the launching of the partnership in April, St. Vincent and a number of our other key partners raise the issue of insurance, how to minimize the exposure to insurance risks in the times of disaster. And one of the meetings that we organized for all of the countries was between private sector insurance companies and Eastern Caribbean countries to discuss how to pool the risk and how to minimize the raising of premiums on insurance, something that's key particularly for the tourism industry.
The U.S. Embassy has also partnered with local stakeholders to boost their resilience of the mangroves, particularly in Union Island, as well as activities to encourage green technology use. The U.S. collaboration with SVG also include programs such as the Peace Corps Volunteer Program, which presents U.S. citizens with the opportunity to visit Caribbean countries, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to volunteer their service in a number of areas while learning more about Caribbean culture. Montserrat said there are opportunities available for Vincentians to have similar experiences under the Young Leaders Partnership of the Americas program.
Also known as YLI, and we're still taking applications. Those are people nominate themselves, and we look at the best candidates. Vincentians have participated in the past in those exchanges, and I would encourage everyone who's interested to go to B as in boy, .usembassy.gov and look under education and culture, and that way, through that link under education and culture, you can apply to the YLI program. We're taking applications up until the 18th of September. So I would encourage everybody who's interested in having a life-changing experience in living in the U.S. and experiencing what it's like to be in the U.S. and educating the U.S. about what it's like to be a West Indian, what it's like to be a Vincentian. Go to that website and send us your application. We'd love to hear from you.
Montserrat said the Young Leaders Partnership of the Americas program targets persons interested in politics and business.
Country, you get to live with Americans, you get to experience what it's like to live with a host family, you get to assign to a city that you probably may have never visited, may have never thought you'd visit, and then you come back and your partner with a mentor from the U.S. And given the opportunity to bring that mentor, if you want, to St. Vincent to help you with your projects. We're looking for particularly young entrepreneurs, self-starters, civil society leaders, people interested in politics, people interested in business, in different professions. We highly encourage them to participate. We have other exchange programs, the International Visitors Leadership Program. Vincentians have participated in that in the past. We have Fulbright. We have the Youth Ambassadors. In fact, just 2 have returned from the U.S., from St. Vincent. So I would encourage everybody to take advantage of those opportunities. bb.usembassy.gov.
In other news, local and regional trade stakeholders are meeting here to discuss several issues of concern through a series of consultations at the Beachcombers Hotel. According to a release From the Agency for Public Information, the objectives of the consultations are to sensitize public officials and key service providers of the opportunities available under the services and investment provisions of the EU Economic Partnership Agreement, the EPA, while addressing the challenges and the proposed approaches to them. Today, representatives held discussions on the second CARI Forum meeting on trade and services and are expected to address tomorrow issues relating to the second CARI Forum meeting on the development of a mutual recognized agreement for architectural services. The discussions will continue on Friday with a services seminar on converting market access into market presence under the CARI Forum Economic Partnership Agreement. The NTRC launches the I-Code 784 competition. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
Local news sponsored in part by Flow.
Funeral service should be one that you can be proud of, one that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones, and that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. At the New Haven Funeral Home, we desire to impact positively in the industry because we recognize that a greater part of what we do is not just quality caskets or quality coffins, but quality service. We hold ourselves to a higher standard. This standard extends to all areas of our work. We accommodate all clients, regardless of circumstance, all without compromising quality. I actually get this question a lot. And although it's not the most glamorous of jobs, I love it. Because we get to help people. We get to help families when they need it the most.
New Haven Funeral Home, helping families preserve memories.
Sea Star Limited is now located on the third floor of the first St. Vincent Bank building. They have extended their range of products and furniture, including patio sets, closets, shoe casing, beds and mattresses, TV cabinets, and kitchen cupboards, just to name a few of their luxurious pieces, all at unbelievable prices. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out upstairs the first St. Vincent Bank building. And don't forget, they still have the best in windows, doors, burglar bars, rails, and vanities. Sea Star Limited, where quality and style is our motto.
Your sofa sets, your mattress, your carpets, your office chairs, and car seats all hold body fluids, viruses, and bacteria that can be harmful to your health. At Howard's, we will steam clean your sofa sets, your mattress, your carpet, and your office chairs with heated dry steam that kills viruses and bacteria. Call Howard to steam clean your sofa, mattress, carpets, and chairs at 532-8855 or 451-2960. That's 532-8855 or 451-2960.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.
Welcome back. The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, the NTRC, today launched its 2019 I-Code 784 competition. The competition provides a platform for persons to introduce their dreams and innovations to the world. The focus of the competition will be on the development of mobile apps and ideas that can facilitate the improvement in productivity in the public and private sectors here in SVG, which can lead to direct economic, social, and cultural benefits not only to citizens but also visitors. The competition runs from today, September 10th to November 12th. Speaking at today's launching ceremony at the NTRC's conference room, Consumer and Public Relations Manager Eustacia Walter said the competition is open to all secondary and tertiary level students and other persons under the age of 35. She said the competition is made up of two categories. One for persons who are not students, they can only participate in the opened category.
An example of what the project should be in the idea category is as follows. In the 2018 competition, a team from the Petty Bodell Secondary School proposed an idea to create an app that can be used by disabled persons to find out if the places they wish to visit is accessible to them. Such an app also creates awareness to businesses to cater for persons with disabilities. This idea was presented to a panel of judges using a PowerPoint presentation. So in essence, persons who do not know how to develop or code their own mobile app can enter this category and present their unique ideas. In short, teams wishing to enter the idea category of the competition need no knowledge or experience in coding. Pertaining to the mobile application category, participants can use the information in relation to the disability idea example, which I just referenced, and have an app developed. A working prototype of the mobile application will be needed for the finals once selected. One of the main aims of the iCode 784 competition is to develop the entrepreneurial skills of the younger generation by looking at the needs in our society and finding the ICT solutions for them via mobile apps. Participants can use this competition as a stepping stone for the development of the next big mobile app or idea.
Walter said that the competition requires creating an idea or mobile app in which every category participant selected. She also noted that the competition will be done in 3 phases, with the launch and opening of registration as phase 1.
Registration forms are available at the NTRC's office and on our website www.ntrc.vc. Additionally, persons can register on our mobile app called NTRC's iCode 784 app, which is available in the Google Play Store for Android devices. The deadline submission for the registration forms will be Wednesday, September 25th, 2019. Phase 2 is the preliminary round. This stage of the competition will begin on October 15, 2019 and will come to an end on October 18, 2019. During this stage, preliminary judging will take place for both secondary category and the open category, where all entries for both categories will be judged. The top teams from each category will then progress to the finals. Phase 3. At this stage, the iCode 784 competition concludes. The final judging will take place for all finalists in each category of the competition. The grand finale will take place on November 12, 2019.
The NTRC Consumer and Public Relations Manager further states that participants must be part of a team and the team should include no more than 4 persons. She explains that the team which showcases a project in the mobile category and advance to the finals must showcase working prototype or model of their application.
In the judging phases of the competition, presenters have a maximum of 7 minutes to present and a 5-minute period of questioning from the panel of judges. For all your hard work and breaks during your busy schedule, not forgetting the sleepless nights, you will be rewarded as follows. For the secondary idea category, the winning team will receive a cash prize of $2,000. The second place team will receive a cash prize of $1,000. And the third place team will receive a cash prize of $800. For the secondary mobile app category, the winning team will receive a cash prize of $3,000. The second place team will receive a cash prize of $1,500. And the third place team will receive a cash prize of $1,000. For the open category, the winning team will receive a cash prize of $5,000. The second place team will receive a cash prize of $2,500, and the third place team will receive a cash prize of $1,500. $500. Other cash prizes include the school with the most number of entries will receive a cash prize of $1,000. Mentors will receive prizes ranging from $750 to $1,000. Please note that mentors are only required for the secondary category of the competition.
Director of the NTRC, Apollo Knight, said that a change in the name and logo of the competition is to achieve the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals. He said while the former competition was achieving small parts of the SDGs, the competition had to be more focused to achieve the targeted 17 SDGs.
So the first goal we targeted is no poverty, which is number 1 on the UN list, and it's looking at ending poverty in all its forms everywhere. The second one is zero hunger, which is number 2 on the UN list, and they're looking at ending hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. The third one is quality education, which is number 4 on the UN list, and it's looking at ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. The fourth one is decent work and economic growth, which is number 8 on the UN SDGs, and it's to promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. The fifth one is industry, innovation and infrastructure, which people will say that mostly aligned with what we're doing, which I agree. And that's number 9 on the UN list, and it's looking at building resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. And the last one is sustainable cities and communities, which is number 11 on the SDGs, and it's looking at making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable.
In some police news now, 22-year-old Tevin Williams of Rockies was gunned down last evening in the vicinity of Ace Hardware store in Kingstown. Williams was reportedly shot in the neck by a hooded masked gunman and died on the spot. Williams is well known to the police and the court system, having a long rap sheet. He was sentenced to 3 years behind bars in August 2015 for gun and ammunition possession, and before that he was facing 2 separate charges of theft. Williams survived a gunshot wound to the chest in November last year. His death brings the nation's murder count for the year thus far to 12. And the man who the SVG police force issued a wanted bulletin for yesterday in connection with a series of sexual offences in the Rillan Hill area between 2018 and 2019 is now in custody. In a follow-up news release today, the SVG police force say Bentley Francis or Bentley Phillips was detained in Grenada and is presently awaiting deportation to SVG. And that brings us to the end of the local segment of the news. We heard that an uncertain future for thousands in the Bahamas left homeless by Hurricane Dorian. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
That was the local news segment.
The Ever-Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Juicy, drink today. Juicy, same great taste. Juicy, the original drink. It's a Vinci thing.
Get your red and banana,
Pineapple,
juicy cola, orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor.
it's a Vinci thing.
Enjoy it juicy, the original Vinci thing.
Juicy.
At RE/MAX, We know you want to sell your property at top dollar and as fast as possible. To help you sell at top dollar, all of our agents are trained to negotiate the highest possible price for your property. And to sell as fast as possible, our agents can access over 120,000 agents around the globe, which results in more potential buyers. This is why nobody in the world sells more real estate than RE/MAX. Contact your RE/MAX agent today and get your property sold.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
I can just tell you from my experiences, there's nothing like this Omega XL.
Live the life you deserve and get the relief you need. Get Omega XL now at your local pharmacy.
26 retail shops and restaurants open now for your convenience. At the cruise ship terminal. At the cruise ship terminal. It's a great venue to run for functions. Secure parking, great ambiance. At the cruise ship terminal. At the cruise ship terminal.
Convenient parking at the Kingstown Cruise Ship Terminal and the Geese Compound. The Kingstown Cruise Ship Terminal has 26 retail shops and restaurants with a variety of food offerings. A great secure venue for your functions with a great ambience. Also, we offer lock storage service. The Cruise Ship Terminal. Convenience for you.
At the cruise ship terminal. The cruise ship terminal.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktops, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.
The regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
Massey Stores Pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescriptions too. We have 10% off for seniors, children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
Welcome back. In our news from the region now, we hear that 4,800 residents of Abaco and Grand Bahama have been evacuated since Hurricane Dorian ravaged these islands in the Bahamas. While some of the displaced residents say they are comfortable with their temporary living conditions, many, however, express anxiety about the future. As we hear in this report, the island's National Disaster Committee says they are now looking at a permanent solution for the displaced residents.
While 4,800 persons have been evacuated from Grand Bahama and Abaco into the capital, NEMA spokesperson Carl Smith stressed today that the plan is not to move everyone out, but to build temporary housing on the affected islands until a permanent solution can be found.
You know, we're selecting the best sites possible. But in the meantime, the actual facilities, the structure, those are on their way to put on the ground. So it's many moving parts, things are happening. And as soon as we are able to say that where they will be and when the facilities are ready for occupancy, we will inform the public.
John Michael Clark, chairman of the Disaster Relief and Reconstruction Committee, explains the process.
We wanted to evacuate the Marsh Harbor area, and a lot of the evacuees are in. We will put up 2 relief areas in Marsh Harbor. The areas would be one to the south of Marsh Harbor and one to the north of Marsh Harbor. And those are to get persons back quickly who would want to rebuild their homes right away. And then that temporary transition space will be no more, essentially.
The relief centers are expected to house around 4,000 persons. Clark said the committee has not decided if the housing will be tents, prefab homes, or trailers.
We are right now investigating the best option for the relief centers, because these won't be there for a week. You know, these could be anywhere from between 180 days to 365 days, depending on what we find in our assessments.
Smith also addressed what he called the misconception that NEMA or civil aviation is preventing persons from carrying relief supplies to the islands.
There are rules and regulations, international rules and local rules and regulations to govern the airspace. Priority is given to humanitarian assistance and saving lives. And so, for example, if I have an aircraft, I'm a private individual, no contact was made by NEMA. I may have some goods to deliver to some friends or family. NEMA knows nothing about it, and so civil aviation will not allow them to enter at that time. Priority is given to those entities that made contact with NEMA. That is one of the functions of NEMA. It is to coordinate. And so we are not preventing persons from getting in, but it has to be done in an orderly fashion. We don't want a disaster upon a disaster.
Sancheska Brown, Eyewitness News.
And Barbadians have pledged close to $500,000 to help with the Bahamas recovery efforts. We hear more in this CBC News report.
Over 7 hours, Barbadians tuned in. They opened their hearts and their wallets, and they showed the people of the Bahamas just how much they care. And local artists, singers, dancers, and musicians ensured they were well entertained. It wasn't long after the 3 p.m. start of the Mediathon that some of the first donors showed up here at the CBC. From the $50 each donated by Little Emma and Haley to the $20,000 donated by the Barbados Light and Power Company, Barbadians heard and responded to the message that no amount was too small to share. And so throughout the evening, the scenes were much the same. Pledges came from as far as Cuba, with Barbados ambassador there, Philip St. Hill, explaining via phone that the CARICOM Councillor Corps came together to make a donation.
We, as a group of heads of mission here, we got together on Thursday and we each made personal donations to the effort. I am not at liberty to say how much we each gave, but it was more than a small sum.
Acting Prime Minister George Payne also joined the Mediathon in studio, presenting a $20,000 check on behalf of the Barbados Labour Party in his capacity as chairman.
I must thank Prime Minister Mortley for the effort that was placed in ensuring that she brought home to us the seriousness or that the injury that could come to Barbados as a result of the hurricane. And having known that, I sort of feel for the people of the Bahamas, the people of Abaco. When you look at the devastation which that country has suffered, it very well could have happened to Barbados.
Several Caribbean leaders also called into the Mediathon to share their own experiences with deadly systems, as well as pledging their contributions for Bahamas. The OECS countries committing to $100,000 each. At last count, individuals of all ages, businesses, large and small, churches and other organizations offered up $440,956.41, all in an effort to help Bahamas rise again.
Well, that was our news from the region. UK Prime Minister vows to press the EU for a deal after suffering his 6th consecutive House of Commons defeat. This from the international scene. When we return, stay with us.
That was a regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
Massey Stores Pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescriptions too. We have 10% off for seniors, children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores, Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktops, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.
SVG-TV International News segment sponsored in part by Careers Distribution Limited.
You like doing laundry, right? Nah, I didn't think so. The stains? Oh, nightmare. Thanks to the new Tropic Fresh laundry detergent, doing laundry is now hassle-free. Tropic Fresh removes dirt, cuts through stains, leaves your whites whiter, and your colors brighter. Tropic Fresh has antibacterial agents that kills germs present in your clothing. It's gentle on hands, and the smell? Longer, fresh fragrance. Available in original and lemon scents and in various sizes. Tropic Fresh laundry detergent. Agents and distributors, Careers Distribution Limited.
Let's go further afield now. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson vowed to press for a deal with the European Union after suffering his 6th consecutive House of Commons defeat on Monday night when his attempt to get approval for a snap poll was rejected for a second time. Here is a taste of the high drama that played out in the House of Commons on Monday as opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn responded to the Prime Minister's comments over a no-deal Brexit.
Referring to his surrender bill, he said, and I quote, last week, "Let this bill pass and gain royal assent, and then," he said, "we will back an election." Well, the surrender bill, the Surrender Act has now passed. It has gained royal assent. He has done his level best to wreck this country's chances of a successful negotiation. By his own logic, he must now back an election. And so, Mr. Speaker, I am retabling the motion for an early date general election. I don't want an election. I hope this step would be unnecessary. Yet I have accepted the reality that an election is the only way to break the deadlock in the House and to serve the national interest by giving whoever is Prime Minister the strongest possible mandate to negotiate for our country at next month's European Council. Labour, too, have accepted this reality. Yet throughout the weekend, the right honourable gentleman's cronies, together with those of other opposition parties, have been trying to disguise their preposterous cowardice by coming up with ever more outrageous excuses for delaying an election until the end of October or perhaps November or when hell freezes over.
We're eager for an election, but as keen as we are not prepared to risk inflicting the disaster of no deal on us, our communities, our jobs, our services, or indeed our rights. Mr. Speaker, no deal would not be a clean break. It would not mean just getting on with it. It would start a whole new period of confusion and delay. The government's pretensions to negotiate are nothing but a sham. The Prime Minister knows full well there is no mandate for no deal, no majority support for it in the country, and no majority support for it in this House. But he refuses to rule it out and refuses to set out any proposals to avoid it.
Well, that's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
SVG-TV International News segment was sponsored in part by Caress Distribution Limited.
You like doing laundry, right? Nah, I didn't think so. The stains? Oh, nightmare. Thanks to the new Tropic Fresh laundry detergent, doing laundry is now hassle-free. Tropic Fresh removes dirt, cuts through stains, leaves your whites whiter, and your colors brighter. Tropic Fresh has antibacterial agents that kills germs present in your clothing. It's gentle on hands, and the smell? Longer, fresh fragrance. Available in original and lemon scents and in various sizes. Tropic Fresh laundry detergent. Agents and distributors, Caress Distribution Limited.
The weather report sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Bebin, the diaper made with the very best for the very best. Keeps up with them on the go. With a wetness indicator, Bebin keeps your child dry and happy. For quality and affordability, choose Bebin every time.
Bebin Premium.
The local weather forecast, it is cloudy. Winds east-north at 7 kilometers per hour. Temperature is 27.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 87%. The barometric pressure is 12.7 millibars. 24-hour rainfall is 12.5 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature is 30.4 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature is 24.6 degrees Celsius. Sunset today at 6:09 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 5:53 a.m. The forecast, it is partly cloudy to cloudy with scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorm. The synopsis: unstable conditions are affecting the islands.
The weather report was sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Bebin, the diaper made with the very best for the very best. Keeps up with them on the go. With a wetness indicator, Bebin keeps your child dry and happy. For quality and affordability, choose Bebin every time.
Bebin Premium.
LA Unique Upholstery. Quality at a low cost. We build to suit your needs. Contact us at Redemption Shops 457-0182 or Stony Grungs 453-2089.
SVG-TV Sports, sponsored by Remax Results Realty.
Remax Results Realty proudly presents this 3-story family home in Golden Vale. It features 5 bedrooms plus a 2-bedroom apartment on the lower floor. The 14,000 square foot manicured garden, spacious double carport, and separate storage building make this an attractive buy. For additional information, we invite you to visit our website at svghomesandland.com or call our offices in Diamond, 784-456-2016.
Welcome to the evening sports. We hear that the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cricket Association Inc. will host the Tobago senior cricket team in a bilateral series starting tomorrow. The Tobagonians will play 1 T20 and 350 overs against the senior Vincentian men. The 350 overs matches would be the main feature of the tour, with the inaugural challenge for the Ian Allen Lincoln Roberts Trophy. The purpose of the bilateral series is primarily to afford players development opportunities through competitive cricket of different standards and in different conditions. The first leg of the arrangement between the SVG Cricket Association and the Tobago Cricket Association was a tour of SVG under 15 boys to Tobago in April this year. They played 350 overs matches. The Tobago boys won the series 2-1. The Vincentian squad for the upcoming series include Captain Romano Pear, Atticus Brown, Rickford Walker, Cody Horn, Gideon Pope, Othniel Lewis, Jaron Wiley, Romano Biddy, Solomon Bascom, Jeremy Lane, Shaman Hooper, Darius Martin, Sion Sween, Andre Thomas, and Asif Hooper. Brittany Cooper has been named by Cricket West Indies interim selection panel to the West Indies women team as a replacement for Kaisia Knight for the final match of the Colonial Medical Insurance One-Day International Series against Australia women. Kaisia suffered a lower back injury during the opening of the first ODI at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. After examining the scans done on Kaisia, the CWI medical panel has ruled her out of the remainder of the series. Brittany joined the team in Antigua on Monday in preparation for the final match at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Grounds on Thursday. Jamaica extended their lead at the top of Group C of the CONCACAF Nations League last night following a comprehensive 4-0 win over Guyana. 2 goals each by Alvis Powell in the 14th and 26th minutes and Devor O'Gill in the 44th and 55th minutes helped Jamaica to victory and maintain their 100% win record. Here is a look at some of the highlights from the game.
Shot on target, and it's in. Alvis Powell charging down that right side.
He just struck the ball straight at the keeper. I think Akil Clark should have done much better with that one.
Clark off his line, and it's a brace.
Almost a repeat of the first goal.
It's their opportunity coming for Jamaica, and it's 3 goals just before halftime. Cuts into his right, the shot, it's blocked by Clark on the rebound. Falls for Orgill, and he makes it 4. Jamaica. McKenna now stands over it. A shot on goal, it's saved off the crossbar. Andre Blake, a big save. Marshall, his shot is blocked, right in front of goal, and then knocked in, but the flag was up. No goal.
The win moved Jamaica to the maximum 6 points from their 2 games, having beaten Antigua 6-0 at the Montego Bay Sports Complex in Jamaica last Friday. Despite the heavy defeat, Guyana remained second in the group on goal difference over Antigua, who defeated Aruba 2-1 at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua yesterday. The evening sports will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
My sister's pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescriptions too. We have 10% off for seniors, children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stars Pharmacy, Massey Stars Pharmacy, where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores, Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
A funeral is considered as the last goodbye. The memories are for you, the family and loved ones. Joseph the Silva Senior Memorial Funeral Home sympathizes and understands the grieving process. They go the extra mile, offering counseling, private funeral, chapel service, night viewing and church service, along with other services expected at a professional funeral home. Visit the office at Mesopotamia. A warm, modern and customer-friendly environment awaits you. Joseph the Silva Senior Memorial Funeral Home, offering affordability in time of need. We are here. We care.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.
Welcome back. In more sporting news now, we hear that a Techland spring goal gave SV United of Georgetown a 1-0 win over Bruce Law Chambers Sparta FC in the third quarterfinal of the Acres Agri Diamonds Football Championship at the Diamonds playing field yesterday afternoon. Meantime, Argyle International Airport defeated CK Graves 1-0 in the Films division of the Digicel St. Vincent Brewery Breakaway Masters Invitational Football Championship at the Grammar School playing field yesterday afternoon. In more local football news now, we hear that the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force and Rose Hall played to a 1-1 draw on Saturday in the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Hyrule Barley Football League at the Curtains playing field. September 23rd, 24th, and 25th have been set aside for the anti-doping hearing case involving Jamaican World Under-20 champion Brianna Williams. The 17-year-old speedster returned a positive test for HCTZ at the Jamaican National Championships in June, and it seems likely she will miss the IAAF World Championships of Athletics set to get underway in Doha, Qatar on September 28. And that's how we end sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Stay with us.
SVG-TV Sports was sponsored by Remax Results Realty.
This classic architecturally designed home was built with general living in mind. 5,536 square feet of interesting living space, all located on an 18,201 square foot waterfront lot in the premier community of Cane Garden. For additional information, we invite you to visit our website at svghomesandland.com or call our offices in Diamond, 784-456-2016.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
I can just tell you from my experiences, there's nothing like this Omega XL.
Live the life you deserve and get the relief you need. Get Omega XL now at your local pharmacy.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.
And now for a second look at the headlines. CEO of the SVG Tourism Authority welcomes Marriott hotel brand to SVG. An uncertain future for thousands in the Bahamas left homeless by Hurricane Dorian. UK Prime Minister vows to press the EU for a deal after suffering his 6th consecutive House of Commons defeat. And in sports, SVG senior male cricket team to host Tobago for Ian Allen Lincoln Roberts Trophy. On behalf of all of you and daily headlines, also tune in for SVG-TV News in 15 at 12:45 p.m. weekdays. Have a good evening.
Listen, The big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. Then came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Search for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prices to be won. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done set? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner. Turn your own keys. Set for life.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz. Bringing value home.